What is going on, Holotable Heroes, and welcome back to another Galaxy of Heroes video with me, your bald-headed boy Scribble. It is Monday morning, we have finished the weekend, alas, bring out the violins. But it does mean we're about to be galactically challenged. Today we find ourselves on the planet of Camino, where the clones doth hide, except it's bounty hunters, not clones, guys, okay? Bounty hunters, right, okay, global modifier is basic training, because that's what they did on Camino. Whenever a character in the leader slot ends their turn, all allies are going to gain a stack of morale, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. What does morale do, guys? It gives you 3% crit damage, defense, max health, potency, and tenacity per stack. Now, when you do get hit, I believe, or defeated by a person with morale, you absorb their morale, which is kind of nifty. So if you kill someone, you steal their morale, you gain additional stats. It's kind of nifty, right? It's cool, but it's not really that important. I'll be honest, it's really not that important. We've got benefits for our rebels, and you know what that means, guys. You mean this is going to be so easy. It's going to be ridiculously easy, this Galactic Challenge. Essentially, rebels just become super rebels, and they are indefeatable. The enemy has got Thrill of the Hunt, which gives them 10 stacks or 9 stacks of this True Defense malarkey. And what True Defense does is it reduces all incoming damage by 10% per stack. So if they've got 9 stacks of True Defense, they take 90% less damage. Every time you deal any sort of damage to them, they'll lose 1 stack until eventually it is gone. It's okay, it's not too bad. So especially when we're using rebels, we're doing lots and lots of hits, it makes this very easy. So, feats then, what do we need to do? We need to win with a full team of rebels, really flippin' easy. We need to win after using no more than 3 specials, really flippin' easy. We need to complete the battle after attacking out of turn 20 or more times. It's rebels, guys, it's really easy. And we need to complete the battle, impossible, can't do that one. So what are we gonna do? I mean, it's clear. This is the clear winner. I'll get this one out of the way. Just full CLS, and what you do, now pay attention, okay? You go basic, and then you pick up your cup of tea. Now be careful, because what could happen here is you could potentially burn your tongue. It depends on how hot you've made this cup of tea. Nope, perfectly balanced as all things should be. That is absolutely a delicious cup of tea. It even does have Vader, his face on there, and it says, "I like my coffee on the dark side." And I find it unbearably enjoyable that I can actually drink tea out of it instead, because it feels very rebellious, much like this Galactic Challenge. And then you win, and you get all of the feats done in just the lonely battle. So I need to somehow stretch this video out for like another 7 minutes. So how are you doing, guys? Have you had a nice day? Nice weekend? Did you, perhaps did you go over to your mother's for Sunday roast yesterday? Was that a thing? Did you go out on the lash on Friday? No, let's do some more guides. What else could we do, potentially? So we need to attack out of turn 20 more times. You know what else is really good at attacking out of turn 20 or more times is something like Imperial Troopers. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to find out today, boy. We're going to find out. So I'm just going to throw, a pretty decent Imperial Trooper team and see what happens. I'll also see if we can get the, simple tricks done with this. So I'm just going to use 1 special there. In order to get this done, you can use a maximum of 3 specials. I want to find someone who's really incredibly squishy. Even though they've got those 9 stacks, it does mean that they are going to... they're going to be a pain in the bum. So we're going to use control the situation over here, get all the mass assist to get rid of the stacks of True Defense. We're going to punch, 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 punch. We've got 1 more special available to us, guys. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a punch on Boba Fett to get rid of some of his stacks, so I know that I can kill OG Mando over here relatively easily. That was kind of nice. I like how we immediately took an extra turn here. Oh my god, why are we... we have just all got... Does this work? Does this work? I think it might work. I mean, I don't really want to lose. We've got one more special that we can use. So I'm going to use it over here just to go boom boom. I probably should have called him Piet, really, not Dark Trooper there. Just taking a look here. We've got no more specials. So we're just going to go auto basic, and I want to see, oh my lord. Yeah, it turns out Imperial Troopers pretty banging. Pretty banging is how I would best describe Imperial Troopers. The enemy still has no turn meter to this day, and we have all of the turn meter in the planet. I think it's because I think that morale modifier is actually going hard on Imperial Troopers. I think morale is... yeah, morale is a buff, guys. Morale is a buff. That makes Imperial troopers frickin' dumb, dude. So there you go. You've got attacks out of turn for sure. You've also got the simple tricks feat done there with Imperial troopers. Another way to get full rebels then will be to use Phoenix. Phoenix with Captain Rex. Now, I don't think that this is a good way to do it with auto basics, so I'm just going to go full auto and we'll worry about simple tricks for another team. Pretty sure that Phoenix will absolutely destroy this with C-Rex, because Phoenix with C-Rex is actually a very, very good team. Thanks to, I mean, you're seeing all those assists there. Isn't that marvelous? Isn't that wonderful? We've got a lot of damage output. We've got a lot of attacks out of turn, so the attacks out of turn will be an absolute cakewalk with this. I'm not even trying to manually play this. I'm not even trying to play sensibly here. I'm just sort of letting it go full auto. Granted, I know that my, Phoenix allies have got a lot of relic levels on them. They're all like rocking relic 9 for the most part because of stupid sub goals. I don't recommend relic 9 Phoenix, guys. It's a silly investment. But as you can see, very, very easy with Phoenix and C-Rex. Thanks to all those attacks out of turn, all that survivability, all of those additional uniques being shared throughout the team, it's a very strong team at this point. So, Rebel CLS, you've got Phoenix CLS, you could use Leia as well for Rebels, or we could potentially try something like Mon Mothma as well. So if you have a Mon Mothma team with Rebel fighters, I won't go in with like Luthen or someone like that, but I will take in the likes of Kyle Katarn, let's say. Kyle Katarn, or against Bounty Hunters. So, I mean, we could take Cara Dune, and I'll take in Hoth Rebel Scout, and maybe we'll take in someone like Pow. I don't know, some weird combination of team like this. So I'll just hit full auto and we'll see what happens. This will be another great one for the attacks out of turn, guys, because every single time we're doing anything, we're just going to be mass assisting. I'm going to spread around this damage just a little bit because I want to get rid of all the stacks of true defense off the enemy team. Get rid of that as soon as possible. If also Mon Mothma could take a turn at some point, that would be great. Hoth Rebel Scout is actually super, super valuable on this team because he's generating us some lovely amounts of turn meter when we are using basics, which lets us get through things very quickly. Wow, we are actually clearing through quite well. I'm just trying to get rid of the buffs off of everybody, and then I'm going to circle back around and start getting rid of these units one at a time over here. Probably don't even need to worry so much about who I'm targeting, but I want to make sure that if they are going to get any sort of turns, that I've at least defeated as many of the enemy team as possible. Get rid of characters like Boba Fett, Jango Fett. They prevent revives. We don't want none of that, son. And it should be easy from there. Again, very, very easy here with getting the attacks out of turn and full Rebel teams. I love Rebel GCs, guys. They are simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. Something like that. Monday mornings are weird. I don't make the rules, guys. I just have to operate within the confines of them, okay? So, yeah, looks like Bosk is going to fall. Then Queef Karga over here. He's going to, probably disappear like a fart on the wind. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'd say that's probably about enough for today's Monday Morning Galactic Challenge. I'm sure thousands of people are going to be watching this video looking for guidance and advice on how could they possibly beat this event. It's a good job I'm here for you, and you know what's a good job? It's a good job my patrons are so freaking awesome. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.